Hi, I'm Timo Werner and this is my Like a Pro. My father always said to me, you are a striker. He never said you are a midfielder or a defender or a goalkeeper. Because as a young kid I always want to go in goal.
Aspilicueta sends Reguilon sliding as Werner, yes, brilliantly strikes into the bottom corner. His first Chelsea goal is a beauty.
My love for football began since I was a young boy. When I was 2 or 3, I always go with my father on the football pitch because he was a manager of a small team. Then with 5, 6 I decided to start football. It only goes about the fun to play football, to kick the ball, to score goals, to make a tackling. I can remember some tournaments, you know, as a young kid when you are 9 or 10. I never had this feeling that I'm better than some of them because we are all on the same level, and some were good because they were taller, some were good because they were a little bit faster, because they were older. But when you come in the age, for example, like 13, 14, then I had the same feeling like I was a kid. I scored a lot of goals and I was faster than many of the other players. And there I had the first time the feeling, yeah, maybe you are good enough to become a professional player.
Great ball. Good ball from James! Onto the head of Timo Werner, who buries it.
My father always wanted to be in the future a striker. So he said you are a striker, and the most important thing for a striker is that you can shoot with both feet. In training with him and myself, when we were alone on the pitch to train my left foot, he always were in the goal, rolling the ball, and then we trained, put the ball from the side to hit it. Sometimes he bounced it that I can hit it. And that is always I remember, and that's why I train always my left foot as well, because it's so important for a good striker.
Barkley, oh clever ball, oh brilliant! What a sensational goal! Timo Werner tucks it in. That was magnificent.
For me, it was not the hardest thing to come to the first team in my career. I think to stay there and to prove yourself in the first team, that was the hardest thing. So many players have the talent to come to this point. When you come from the youth, you play every game. You come to the first team, normally you sit on the bench the first weeks, months, years maybe. And to go through this, to stay there, to say, no, I go through it, I stay here, that's the way I want to go. I think that was the hardest thing.
Pulisic finds Chilwell, yes, Werner! Had to be! Werner for 2-0, that's how you take a penalty.
Ziyech looking for Werner, Chelsea can make it 3. Werner looking to unsettle Bednarek again, he's done it over the head of McCarthy. Brilliant from Timo Werner.
I think the biggest advice for me, and I learned it over the last 3-4 years, because I had a lot of up and downs. Doesn't matter if it's because of football, because I make a dive in Germany. It was every time in the newspaper because of scoring goals, don't scoring goals, missing goals. I think the most important thing is to have fun at the thing what you do, because when you lose the fun on the game, like I had when I was 4 or 5 years old, then it's over, because you started the game not to earn money, not to become a professional football player and play in front of the full stadium. You played the game because you had fun on it. Football is a hobby, and it should be also for us a hobby. And that's the biggest advice I can give everybody. That doesn't matter how hard it is. If you score, if you make mistakes, doesn't matter. You have to keep this fun. Otherwise, you get stuck in your head, because that was not the ambition you started to play football. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Timo Werner, and that was my Like a Pro.